Well, the UK leaving the EU has an impact on Britain's tech sector and London's role as a global financial centre in terms of jobs and investment.
Investors are concerned that the UK cannot retain high-growth companies. CGTN's Juliet Mann reports.
Food delivery has become a global market, so the takeover of London-headquartered Deliveroo by US delivery giant DoorDash sounds like business as usual. But market watchers spot a trend of another standout British tech firm being snapped up by an overseas buyer.
I think we've always seen Silicon Valley and America have always paid much better premiums for technology companies. And the UK's always been super conservative, revenue, profit, not really looking too far ahead and thinking, you know, in 5-10 years, this could be ginormous if we reinvested now.
It's not just Deliveroo looking for capital, better valuations and broader investor bases outside London. Cybersecurity platform Darktrace moved into private hands in a $5.3 billion takeover by US private equity firm Thoma Bravo. And British chipmaker Arm Holdings snubbed London for a NASDAQ listing.
What we do want is more supersized successes. We don't have a Google. We don't have these supersized companies from the UK. And that's because they're snapped up too early in their prime when they still have tons of potential. So definitely we need the government to really look at this, because that's where the substantial wealth for the country can be delivered back. We need to make it easier to bring the best talent to the UK, make the home, make the HQs here, because actually it's easier than ever to build an international business, and we just got to incentivize it.
China's fast fashion firm Shein has had UK regulator approval for what could be a blockbuster listing in the range of $50 billion. But London's IPO pipeline has been slower than pre-2020 levels. That's despite post-Brexit reforms to attract fast-growing firms. There's been criticism of government support for the start-up sector as being too fragmented. The House of Lords Communication and Digital Committee warns the UK is at risk of becoming an incubator economy, a launch pad for innovation that flourishes elsewhere, which triggers bigger questions about the future of the City of London.
Why are we handcuffing ourselves and restricting UK, European entrepreneurs and founders when other countries are going gangbusters, accelerating and building already substantially some of the fastest growing companies?
Brexit has knocked domestic investment in the UK start-up scene. Without more focus on what happens when companies get big, many global investors will continue to view London as less dynamic for tech listings than New York or Hong Kong. Juliet Mann, CGTN, London.